the top on it. So there's no handle. There's the handles to hold it like this, okay? And they're always about a minimum of 6 inches in depth. So they're about that deep. They're usually about that wide with two handles on the side and it has a lid on it, and they're called Dutch ovens. Now, Dutch oven is good for cooking beans. Like I said, you can deep fry out of it. Um, and see, like after Thanksgiving, we're gonna take our little ham butt, the bone part of the ham, and we're gonna make a pot of butter beans and some cornbread. How about that? Or you can just, use that and make a nice ass pot of pinto beans. You know what I'm saying? Over some rice or something. A little roll it up and a little cheese and shit, put in a burrito. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I do it. That's my shit. But anyway, but that's what your Dutch oven is for. And if I'm not mistaken, I think they had Dutch ovens in here that were on sale. I thought. But I don't know. But at any rate, they're having a really, really cool sale on what I saw that was really good. Like your cream of mushroom soups and stuff was 50 cents. That's good as shit because I use this to make my chicken and rice bake. So the other night when I went, I bought like 6 of them. And then plus I had coupons to go on top of it too. So your broth, your string beans. String beans is usually a tradition for Thanksgiving. I make string beans for Thanksgiving and I make greens for Christmas. String beans is just I think it's like a tradition in a lot of families to have string beans for Thanksgiving. I never had like the crispy onions and shit on top of them. I don't never fuck with that. Y'all know I put some bacon and shit like that with mine. You know what I'm saying? Put some potatoes in it and that's what it is. But some other people, they use cream of mushroom soup and they make like a casserole, a green bean casserole. So, but yeah, green beans is the business for Thanksgiving. So, but I saw that they have Neo's new CD for $8.99. So that was pretty cool. I mean, I do know for Black Friday though, they're gonna have a lot of CDs and movies and shit be really cheap, like $10 for DVDs and shit like that. So so yeah, the sweats are also on sale. And even though during Black Friday, usually Walmart has the first 4 hours from that 6 to 10, like they'll have their sweats and shit on sale really, really cheap. And when you got kids like me, and it's cold and they got recess and shit, go down there and buy your goddamn kids. Put that Mac and Sephora and all that bullshit down and take your ass down there and go get some sweats for them motherfucking kids because it's cold. I mean, we ain't got to be out there in the elements and the weather and shit and walking back and forth from motherfucking bus stops and shit. Get them kids some sweats. There's so many times I come on here and I see motherfuckers talking about what they done bought for themselves. Oh, this is my motherfucking outfit of the day, and this is Max 62, and I don't see shit you bought for the kids. That's why me, if I not only do I display my shit, but I display my kids' shit too, because my kids are a part of me. And I feel like if it's good for me, that's like I was saying before. When you out there cooking shit, good ass shit for your man, give your kids some of that good ass shit too. Introduce their ass to some Alaskan king crab. But again, while you up in here bullshitting, talk about what Sephora got going on Black Friday, holler at your motherfucking kids and get them some motherfucking sweats for $4 and $5 so their asses won't be cold at the bus stop while your ass is still in the house laid up with Eugene. Y'all better quit bullshitting and get these kids some shit that they need and shit. You know what I mean? So anyway, and this ain't part of no motherfucking Christmas gift too. Stop giving kids clothes for motherfucking Christmas. Christmas is for toys and gifts and fucking prizes and Tonka trucks and Barbies and shit. Stop giving your kids clothes. That's some shit you supposed to get them any goddamn way. Not giving them clothes for Christmas. Kids don't appreciate clothes for Christmas. They don't. They appreciate toys and trucks and shit that move around and motherfucking remote controls and all that other shit for Christmas. So stop saying, oh, I'm getting you a coat for Christmas. No, motherfucker, that's some shit you supposed to have bought any goddamn way. Anyway, I'm through with that. So, and they got robes and shit for $10 for the kids. So that was, Target had a real cool little sale going on. And it's good for right now. And it's pretty cool. So, hey, that's what's happening. But I had Tony Mitchell go last night back to the 7-Eleven and get me another sales paper, but open up one of the sales papers and get me another one of these out. And I'm going to tell you why. In the Toys R Us papers, guys, they had $10 gift cards that you get a $10 gift card, right? So now I got 3 of these, and I'm gonna tell you why. Why? Because they having a real cool little sale, guys, and I think this sale is only for 4 days. And I mean the I'm not gonna get real elaborate with it because this is my kid's shit. Like, this is their store, so I'm not gonna get real elaborate with it. But I am gonna say that they having some real cool sales and some real cool shit jumping off at Toys R Us. And you get your gift card. It's with a $75 purchase and you get a $10 gift card. But as for me, you know, I got a lot of shit to get from here anyway. So when I reach that $75, okay, cut that right there, and I'm paying for this right here separate. Let's go and ring this shit up so I can get my card. You got the wrong one if you think I'm gonna let you add all this shit together and it's coming to $300 and something motherfucking dollars. And I know I can get me about 3 or 4 goddamn $10 gift cards. I don't shop like that. When we get to 75, okay, now that's separate. I'm gonna pay for this right here separate. You feel me? So that's why Mama's doing all of these. Okay, cut my shit. And also I got for Lakeshore Learning Store. This is a really cool store that has real good learning shit for kids. And actually these coupons are good until December 31st. And Lakeshore Learning Store has really cool educational toys for kids. A lot of things for like their science projects and shit like that, and a lot of hands-on things. I want to get a lot of hands-on things that I can incorporate with me spending quality time with my children. So not just giving them shit. Y'all go in y'all room and play. No. I'm getting ready to come in the room and lay across my daughter's little pink bed in there, and I'm going to play with her little shit. That's just little quality time that me as a mom, I want to do with mine. Everybody do their shit like they want to, and some motherfuckers is just laying on the couch tossing up a 40 on. Y'all be quiet back there. Close that door. No, I'm not one of them mamas. I want to sit down here at the table. Let's see what we building. Okay, we getting ready to put a Matchbox car together. Let's see how this go. Oh, we getting ready to, paint this airplane, this, and that, and the other. Yeah, let mama see. That's been interacting with your kids and spending some quality time with them, because let's face it, y'all, when we dead and gone, whatever legacy that we've fed to them and taught them while they were little, that shit goes with them the rest of their lives. I mean, just like with me, I sit on here and I talk about times, and I know it's probably redundant, but I talk about the times that I spent with my mom and the things that she taught me, and my father, how to change a tire on my car, how to change my brakes, and how to bleed them and shit. And, those times right there, man, is priceless. And so that's why I'm showing my kids right now on how to change tires, change your brakes, change your oil on your motherfucking car. Mama knows how to do that shit. And that's why right now, my 13-year-old son, yeah, he goes out there, he cranks up that motherfucking lawnmower. He know how to do that. His ass already, right now, we're trying to incorporate with him on how to change the tire, how to change out your thermostat in your car. And he don't even have no motherfucking car. But guess what? When he gets 16 and get that little intramural permit and have to be able to drive his own car, yeah, you need to know how to work this motherfucking what's up under your hood. Now, see, just like my baby that's 9, he pumps my gas. He knows what to do and all that. I mean, we need to teach our kids things, because how else are they going to know? You need to instill these things with them as they are kids. Rear them the way in which you want them to go, so they won't be out here in society bullshitting and shucking and jiving and shit. You know what I mean? I already know. You know how ignorant motherfuckers be. Oh, you ain't got to tell me nothing, chick. I already know how to do that. Oh, yeah, and don't know shit from butter. None of mine gonna be out like that. None of mine. Especially my boys. That's why I gotta keep this motherfucking house. Because and therefore, I already know. Third, yeah, Keisha and them gonna be putting his ass out, and he gonna need a place to stay. So that's why this motherfucking house right here, I gotta pay this bitch off when I get this little settlement. So then therefore, my kids have a place to go. When they ass get 25, 27, and 32, yeah, they have a place to go. If they can't go no goddamn place else, we know our old house that we grew up in, we own that motherfucker. And we can go back, bitch, put me out. I'm going to my mama's old house. You know what I'm saying? So, you guys, I mean, it's cool that we do a lot of shit for us. Because I do too. I go and I got boxes of wigs and shit over there. I mean, I don't talk about that shit because that shit ain't all important to me. That shit is cool, but that's not the shit that keeps me driven. So, sometimes we need to start spending a little bit of time and spending a little money on our kids, and stop giving them all the motherfucking Air Jordans and motherfucking Rockaware jackets and all that bullshit. That shit don't mean nothing. Because at the end of the day, kids don't give a fuck about how much them motherfucking tennis shoes cost that you put on their goddamn feet and here they barely walking. What is that? Like, for real. I mean, what is that? Because I'm seeing so many, Kilolo and them, they go out there and they buy a baby that's barely walking a pair of $60 tennis shoes. For real? Take your motherfucking ass to stride right and go get some nice little walking shoes for that goddamn baby. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Why putting Air Jordans on kids that's 6 and 7 motherfucking years old? For real? For real? But then you calling up James and letting him know, well, when you gonna come by here because your son needs some clothes. Well, hell, you taking the clothes money and you spending 95% of it on a pair of motherfucking tennis. I mean, like, for real? For real. Now, I'm not calling nobody out because this is just in general. I'm just generally speaking. And I'm just talking to my girls right now. I mean, because really, think about it. These kids is out here jumping out of motherfucking trees and rolling around in the dirt and shit and all on monkey bars and handlebars and shit. And why the fuck are you buying $80 shoes for a kid that's basically scuffing them the fuck up? They can't appreciate them. Now, if you got a high schooler, yeah, and they in there with the motherfucking bleach and the toothbrushes and, making sure they shit is on deck. Okay, then that's one thing. Okay, now my son is 13 years old, but all my son is, all his partners is in that Rainbow Coalition, so he ain't got none of his partners named Donnell and them, and everybody is all suited and booted, and this is throwback such and such, and this is, oh nigga, I got my Kobe Bryant on. My son don't have them kind of friends, no way. His friends is Jeremy Scott. He got an Asian partner. My son is, as a matter of fact, my son is in the Asian Aquinas Club. My kids is them kind. They ain't all up there finger popping and dropping it like it's hot and all that. My daughter don't even know how to dance, like, for real. So that's just the way I'm rearing mine. I'm not rearing mine to be able to learn how to braid hair and shit. By the time they're 10 years old, they doing individuals and dookie braids and shit. I ain't one of them mamas. Okay? Now, I ain't fronting on nobody that is, but I'm just saying, you need to rear your kids the way in which you want them to go, because later on in life, they're going to be taking care of your ass. Because, see, like my mama used to say, once an adult and twice a child. Because later on in life, you go up. As you're born, you start going up this upscale. And then, when they say you going over the motherfucking hill, that means your shit has started to decline. Okay? And now you begin to get forgetful and shit. Man, if I fuck around and have a stroke, I want my daughter to be able to know how to give me a bed bath. You know what I'm saying? Something happened to my ass and I know they got to go out there and pay my motherfucking bills. Hey, you need to know how to write a check, partner. You need to know how to go to the bank. You need to know how to conduct yourself in the motherfucking market. And all this shit and fruit and shit in here ain't free. You got to pay for this shit first before you go in there and get to eating these motherfuckers grapes and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I know I'm going on another little tangent because I was on my little show thing. But when it comes down to the kids, I'm passionate about that. And I know that, mama's baby and daddy's maybe. See, we as women, we the ones that got to do this shit when it comes down to our kids. The daddies, them motherfuckers is all on some whole other shit. Them niggas is liable to have the kids in the back seat and they going over here to, Juanita's house. You know what I'm saying? So, men, they see things totally different. They think their worth is where their money is at. Oh, well, I'm going to pick my son up. I need to go take him, go get him a haircut and get him a pair of shoes. What the fuck is that, motherfucker? Can you teach him how to fish? Can you teach him how to change the brakes on his motherfucking car, nigga? While you're bullshitting? But I bet you'll give him some motherfucking lyrics to rap. Come on. Come on now. Because, see, when it comes down to our kids, especially in our culture, it is up to us to rear them and teach them. Because schools nowadays ain't nothing but a motherfucking daycare.